like myself, and he's very flashy, and he looks pretty good too. So Sunday we got to get it on.
What's your build-up to it? What sort of stuff have you been doing leading up to Sunday?
Well, in Chicago, it's a pretty rough town in the USA, so a few street fights, a few bar brawls, and hey, we're ready.
Now, you're feeling yourself that you're ready physically. What about emotionally? How do you get yourself into the right frame of mind?
Well, that takes the day of the fight for you to see, because most of us have a lot of adrenaline going through our body, and it's like, little squirrels running around. So when we get in that ring, just all goes to boom.
Ian, to you, is it pretty important for you to have in a professional sense, a loathing for the guy you're going to meet in the ring?
It's a job. It's the same as anything, really. Each fight is like a promotion. You get in there, you do your very best, and it's a promotion. I'm sure if you were to get a promotion, you do your very best, and you're out there to win. Yeah, I'd say it would be, yeah.
Well, I suppose that makes a lot of sense too. I mean, if you get the promotion, you want to show your very best, and Sunday is your opportunity to do that. Just for those people who don't know as much about kickboxing as others, just go very broadly through the rules for us. I mean, can you use your hands?
Well, it's a lot more, yeah, definitely. Hands and feet, spinning back fists with this fight. It's a lot more in detail than what people think. Like, a lot of people think that it's just two guys fit, get in there, and whoever's the fittest sort of wins. Especially with this fight, there's going to be a great deal of strategy. When someone makes a mistake, they're going to pay for it. And that's the way the fight will go.
Where can't you kick, Manson?
Well, mostly in the foul areas like the groins and below the legs. This will be a above the belt fight. It's more like regular boxing, but you're using your feet too.
You say this one is going to be above the belt fight. Are there fights when they're not above the belt?
Yes, sir. Mostly Thai boxing, and they call it low kick.
The most violent sports in the world. But despite its tough image, one of Australia's best kickboxers is described as a gentle guy. When he's not kicking heads, Brisbane's Ian Jacobs is a mild-mannered property consultant. His boss says he's a fine, upstanding young man, well-liked by his clients. But Tony Biancotti reports this Sunday Ian is going for a world title, and it's no more Mr. Nice Guy.
After a hard day at the office, property development consultant Ian Jacobs heads for a hard training session at the gym. Under the suit and tie, he's a mean, lean fighting machine. On Sunday, 22-year-old Ian is fighting for the world middleweight kickboxing title. He has two trainers, former superweight boxing champ Tommy West and Wayne Spencer, to strengthen his kicking. Ian has had a meteoric rise, 12 fights, 11 wins, 9 by knockouts. Despite his fighting ferocity, friends and workmates describe him as a nice guy outside the ring.
I think what impresses me most with Ian is that he's a very determined, extremely determined young man. He's very upright. We found him prepared to work very hard, really, in and out of the ring.
The current title holder is the mean man of kickboxing.
Manson Gibson, he's a black American. He's had 46 fights with 36 knockouts, and he's never been beaten.
Ian reckons he's got what it takes, though, to take the title.
I'm younger, I'm fitter, more confident, I believe.
His trainers are confident, too.
I don't think there's anything that can stop him now. He's a young man, he's ready to go, and he's got everything going for him.
And he's an excellent fighter, you know. He's a real artist, you know. He looks great, and kicks beautiful, hands are beautiful.
Harder. No, harder.
Now, anyone who's seen the Rocky movies knows a trainer has to bring out the best in a fighter.
Kicking about as hard as my grandmother can kick.
Insults cut through any complacency.
No, harder. Harder. That's it.
Wayne isn't just a trainer, he's also the father of Ian's future wife. It's a real family affair. Ian's mum and dad go to all the fights.
It's very hard. It's your own flesh and blood up there, and you sort of, being a mother, you automatically want to be protective.
Hands are more or less like machine guns, and their legs are like cannons. But you don't get as hit as often around the head area with legs, but when you do, it's usually lights out.
Beating the current champ will be Ian's greatest challenge.
He might have had, 43 fights and won 43 fights? Well, this is the one he loses.
Mild-mannered but a mean kicking machine. Well, it's 19 minutes to news time.
And the title
WKA World Middleweight title to Ian Powerhouse Jacobs. And have a look at the ecstasy.